All right, baby. Let's do this, P7. Another great start. We're going to send it into P5. Let's go. Go around the outside of Leclerc. Up the inside on the next corner. Just not enough grip there. We get compromised and we lose out to Lewis. A veteran move by him. Yeah, so unfortunately we compromised our own exit trying to go ultra aggressive on Leclerc. And yeah, ultimately we lost out to Lewis on that position. But our goal here is we really just want to try and stay close to this leading pack. We are on the medium tire. Everyone else is on the soft. So there is a little bit of a disadvantage inherently in terms of speed, outside of the fact that we also are in the slowest car on the grid. So we're going to do our best here to just try and keep this leading pack, as I just said. Just try to stay as close as possible. That awkward left-hander, we get a little loose there, which definitely does not help our case. But we're going to look for a good exit, a good run on to the main straight, and see what we can do. We have a pretty terrible Sector 3 there, which really hurt us. Then again, the runners in front of us are on the soft tire, so got to keep that in mind. So the early stages of this race are underwhelming, to say the least. As you can see, we have a 3-second gap ahead of us, and then we have about a 1.6-second gap behind us. So we're really carving out ourselves an island here, which is not particularly enjoyable. Yeah, so we're just going to be fast-forwarding through this until there's a little bit more action in the race. So yeah, here we go. Jump into lap 10 now. As you can see, that gap ahead of us has jumped up to 6 seconds, while Alonso is just outside of 1 second behind us. So our pace is not meant for the top 5 in this race, as Alonso jumps into the pit. How are these soft runners still going? That's what I don't get. And as I just said, yeah, how are the soft runners still going? At this point in the race, my tires are really starting to fall off. Lap 11 here. I feel like I'm sliding around. We are having to be very cautious into every single turn, so we're going to sit back and try to push for an in-lap here as best as we possibly can. Excuse me. So yeah, let's go ahead and jump to the pit stop. All right, everyone else just went onto the medium, so we're going onto the hard tire here. I think our strategy is completely screwed. And we have a slow stop. Love that. So it is super frustrating. We have been investing a lot of money and a lot of our resources as a team into that pit crew to try and improve that performance. Optimal turn in, and as you see, we still get a 4.6 second stop, I think it was. Completely unacceptable. So with that, we lose out in position to Norris. He's ahead of us. Alonso's way ahead of us. Oh, what? But yeah, we get a safety car. And a safety car comes out right after we leave the pits. Oh my goodness, just when I thought it couldn't get any worse. So initially, as you hear, my reaction is that I am really upset about the safety car. But at the end of the day, it does bunch us back up, where we have a chance on Norris, Sainz, Alonso to try and make some moves as we almost go into the back of Norris. Ultimately, the reason I was upset is because if we look at the strategy here, I went onto the hard tire on lap 12 of 23 to try and have a fresher tire at the end of the race, knowing that the medium tires start to fall off after around 10 laps, as I was just on them and we were on ice skates at the end of the race, or at the end of the stint. So for me, in my mind, now having 2 laps under the safety car, it means the mediums only have to go about 9 laps to be fresh. Our tires on the hard are going to take a few to warm up. The strategy was to have fresh tires at the end of the race, and now it looks like all these cars ahead of us on the medium are also going to have fresh tires. And once again, we almost go into the back of Norris, getting a little overzealous here. But the safety car is coming in this lap, and let's try to make a push. All right, safety car in this lap. We are sandwiched between the two McLarens. This is really hurting our strategy of going onto the hard tire for the second stint, because the whole purpose behind that was that we would have fresher tires as those medium runners and soft runners, mainly just medium runners, would lose traction at the end of their stint. But now, 2 laps under the safety car, we are not going to get that. But we do get a good run on the pack here. All things considered, they are on the mediums, so they're going a lot quicker, but we need to hope that their tires start to fall off at the end. That's our only hope here to score points. We do get a good run on the restart. We are, as you can see, pretty bunched up here at the end of the first lap with the rest of the pack, even though they are on the medium tire. So for us, that's definitely a win. And yeah, let's see what happens on this next lap. All right, we're getting a good slipstream. We're going to use this battery and try to see if we can make a move on Norris into turn 1. Probably have to go around the outside. And we get it done. And Alonso and Sainz are battling, which might give us another opportunity here. Nah, we're too far off. And here comes Lando. Sending it right back up the inside. And this is quite the battle. As you can see, we had an awesome battle there with Lando. Super happy to be able to get the move done and take that position, move us into P8. This is huge for us as we have, you know, a little over two-thirds of the race complete. We need to be fighting for every position we can get so that if those mediums don't fall off at the end of the race, we can still be in a good position to score points. So every position right now really matters. All right, let's once again get this slipstream with our battery deployed. And we're going to go again right here at Alonso the same way we just did into Lando as we go up the inside, but we should not have done that. We compromised ourselves into the turn and lost some time. Not enough space at all. As I said there, we just did not have the space to be trying to make a move up the inside. Should have just stayed on the racing line. So now we're going to have to fight back again and try to set ourselves up for next lap. We do get DRS on Alonso. So that's going to get us right back into it as we almost go into the rear back right of his Aston Martin there. Compromises ourselves once more. But we're going to go ahead and get a good run here into the final 2 corners and try to make a move down this main straight, but he should have DRS as well. All right, we get a great run on Alonso here. DRS open. He just opened his. He must be having issues. I'm not sure. But we're going to take that. So as you saw, it was kind of strange. Alonso did not open the DRS until about halfway down the main straight in the DRS zone. So we'll take it all day. It gives us a purple sector 1 there, and we get the move done. So that's another position gained up into P7. And now it is time to try and keep pace with those Ferraris, which I don't think we're going to have the chance to do. But we're going to give it our best here. Fernando Alonso, once again, no DRS open, so he must be having an issue, but he is using that battery, and now his DRS opens. I don't know what's going on. We're going to defend that perfectly. Whoa, almost lost it there. And Alonso is coming back up on us, and as you can see, he almost takes us out from behind. He comes shooting up our left side, right alongside us, and that ultimately looks like it compromised his ability to try and overtake us into this hairpin. So we're going to keep the position, and we're going to keep it moving. And you're going to notice we go wide there. This becomes a trend in this race, as that's 2 laps in a row. We almost completely miss the fast corner as we go into the awkward left-hander. And we keep it nice and tight through there as we go around this nice, slow, long right-hander into the final 2 fast corners, full throttle, and then a nice little tap on the brakes, a downshift, and back into full throttle for the main straight. We're going to try here on this lap to push as hard as we can. As Alonso is 8/10 behind us, we want to get him out of our DRS to try and maintain position for the final 3 laps. And Nick DeVries is out of this session. The young driver for AlphaTauri is having a tough season, not only in real life, but in the game as well. And we're going to keep it moving here. Alonso down to 7/10, so we lost, a 1/10.5 through the first sector. Not what we need on this lap. And we're going to be approaching this fast right-hander once more, trying to get it right, and we go wide once again as the tires go off into the gravel. But that being said, we have pushed Alonso to about 1 second, so if we can finish this Sector 3 strong, we should be able to have him clear of the DRS range going down this main straight. We're at the 1 second mark exactly right now, so we need to really push through here, through these final 2 corners, and we're able to do it as we keep it tight.
And we pulled out enough of a gap to remove Lando and Alonso from our DRS. This is awesome.
So now let's sit back for the final lap and try to see if we can make a push onto these medium tire runners. Alonso and Norris are now about 3 seconds behind us, so it's showing me that our current pace is much faster than the medium runners. So those medium tires are starting to fall off a little bit, even though it's not as early as we expected it to happen, based on the strategy that we were going for. We have a little bit of a moment there, but we're able to keep it moving. And now you can see the Ferraris are right in front of us. There's a train of cars from the leader all the way back to P6, all starting to bunch up, all starting to fight each other. And this might give us a chance here to try and make a push for an extra position or 2 going into the final sector of this race. I'm not sure that it's going to be enough when we go wide once more in that corner. We just can't seem to have the grip to get it right at the speed we want to carry through there. Luckily, no warnings from the stewards, but we're going to go through the awkward left-hander once more. Back around the long sweeping right-hander here. We can see them about a second ahead of us now, but we have a moment, and we're just not going to have enough time to be able to catch these guys for an extra position. Even if we didn't have that moment, I still don't think we would have. We were just a lap short. But let me give my thoughts and let's recap.
All right. P7. Man, if we had one more lap, also if we didn't make a mistake at the end there, but if we had one more lap and kept it clean, our strategy would have worked. Which tells me that if that safety car did not come out, our strategy would have worked. Clearly, all of those medium runners were on ice skates by the end of that race. We were gaining and gaining and gaining and gaining and gaining. But we ran out of time, ran out of laps. So we'll take P7 though. That's huge. We started P7, we finished P7. That is great for us. Thanks for watching, like and subscribe, and I will catch you all next time.
Natalie Pinkham, come on, who do you pick?